Well, hello there. So welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a simple GTA, car showcase video or whatever you want to call it. It's simply this video is just simply to show you the simple steps I go through when making a video, so that you guys could understand this, a bit more, and so that you guys can possibly also make a video. It's really not that hard, but I'm gonna make a video showing you guys step by step how to do everything. So first of all, you're gonna have to be in GTA. Now we're already in the game right now. So once you're in GTA, you're gonna have to go into story mode, because that's where you can access the Rockstar Editor and whatnot. So I'm just assuming you know nothing. So this tutorial is going to be based off you knowing nothing of how to edit a video or shoot a video and whatnot. So I'm going to go through how you can shoot the video and also how you can edit it. And then also after editing it, rendering the clip, and then editing it in whichever, video editor you have. So yeah. So after an hour, we will eventually, load into story mode. So just, give me a sec real quick. So we're in the game right now. So this is where I'm going to show you guys how to make a nice ass video. So say we got let's shoot somebody else's car, I guess. Let's switch it up a bit. Let's do a bike showcase. Okay, who has ever done a bike showcase video? The same rules apply to any sort of vehicle. Let's not get copyright strike. So the same rules apply to any sort of vehicle, when it comes to making a showcase video or whatnot. So let's just choose a simple place just to have this parked up so we can showcase it. Maybe this back alley, it has nice sunlight, somewhat realistically parked. All right, so it's parked over here. Oh, look at the kitty. You're just gonna have to hide your character somewhere. Let's just hide over here. Now we make a recording. Okay, just, record for a couple of seconds, just so you can have some space to work with in the Rockstar Editor. You want enough time to work with. Otherwise, then if you want to make slow panning shots and whatnot, you're gonna have to just slow down the time. But we're gonna do that anyway, so no worries. Just stick with me step by step. Okay, we're recording. We're done with that recording. We can stop. Otherwise, it's just gonna keep on recording. Okay, now we got that. We got somewhat of a showcase. Now I'm just gonna record a scene of me, just walking casually towards the bike, and then I just climb on the bike, start it, put on my helmet, and then I just drop. Okay, now I just have a couple of rolling shots of me, riding the bike. Oh shit. Oh damn. Me wheeling the thing. Let's go. Okay. That's enough. That's more than enough to work with, I guess. Just for a simple, how would I say, example of what you should do. Okay. Now that I've made that, let's go into Rockstar Editor. So if you're in online, you're gonna have to go into single player before you can access Rockstar Editor. So you're gonna have to just switch to single player mode, then go back to the menu and then go into Rockstar Editor. So yeah, we're already in single player. So let's just go in the Rockstar Editor. So let's click on create new project. Yes, and then add clip. So what we got here is we got 3 different clips. We got one of just showcasing the vehicle. It's not a car, it's a bike. All right, now let's go on free camera. That's important. Blend mode, shake. Okay, that's we just keep all of these at none for now, and now we just click on edit camera. Now let's just establish the color grading and oh damn, this is right out. Oh no. You see, that's what happens when you film way too far away. See, then you hit this barrier. But luckily it's right on the edge, So I'm gonna try and be creative. I don't know what I can make, but yeah. So the key to making like a nice showcase video is you're gonna have to like let's say you're gonna have to make more than enough shots to work with, so that when you're in the video trying to sync it towards a song or whatnot, you can cut. Or if because most of the times when you try to like cut a video to a song, the clips you made are way too short, and then it's just all these fast cuts, and then it just looks wonky and just doesn't look nice. So the key to making a nice video is making more than enough clips to work with, so that you don't run out of clips to use when you're in your any like video editing software. Now what I usually do is I go on all these different filters here. Let's see, let's look for a nice filter, maybe Inferno, and then you go on filter intensity. You lower that baby down to like maybe 10%, maybe 15, 20, however intense you want. You don't want it to be too intense. Maybe decrease some of the contrast, increase some saturation, increase some of the brightness, maybe lower the brightness, maybe add some vignette, maybe something like that. Okay, so yeah, it's important that it's like on the first keyframe. You see this thing right here, that's the keyframe. All right, now oh, see, it looks brilliant. Look at that. Okay, wait, okay, and now the thing about the camera is, okay, you never want it. You see the zoom thing up there in the top middle? You never want it to be below 1. You always want it to be above 1, so the lens looks nice. So if it's like zoomed out like this, the lens just looks distorted and it just doesn't look that professional. But say you zoom it in a bit like that, it looks much better. So I'm gonna zoom in a bit more. See, it looks much better. So always use a zoomed in lens, but sometimes it depends on what you're like shooting. So I can make some B-roll of like the neighborhood over here. Maybe just a slow shot of it like panning down. Let's say, let's just make a keyframe there, and then okay. Alright, so what I just did is I made another keyframe here. So if you move around here on the time, what do you call this? Let's just call it the timeline. Okay, if you move this thing on the timeline, it just takes you to a different timeline on the you know, the clip you recorded. So I just, whenever you make a edit to you press M, it adds a point in the timeline. So I added a point here, and I changed the camera that moves down here. The first keyframe is up here, the second one is down here. If you don't understand what I said, you're gonna have to just figure it out. Okay, now it's simple enough to understand, so hopefully none of you guys are lost. So now that I have these two different keyframes, how do I want it to smoothly transition? The way you do that is you go on blend mode, alright? You click on smooth, and then you turn off blend easing. Then you want to add a little bit of shake, of course. Handled cam, maybe. I don't know. Maybe a still camera would be fine. See? Now it smoothly and slowly just goes down like this. Okay, don't worry about that message right there. As long as it looks good, it's fine. All right, now see, we added a keyframe there. And then we shifted it completely towards there, so that there's no like awkward pauses in between. So now that we have that B-roll shot, we have some B-roll shot of the bike. I don't have much to work with here, so I'm just gonna have like 3 shots of the bike, maybe. Okay, let's see how that looks. So the same concept of the smooth blending will apply to this. See, so I got a keyframe there, and a keyframe with it moved a tiny bit. Now you just change the blend mode of this one thing to smooth and turn it off. You should always, you know, when there's like a smooth shift, you know, in the shot, it's always between two keyframes. You see, there's two keyframes here, two keyframes here, two keyframes here. All right. So usually at the last keyframe, you want to switch blend mode to none, because let me just show you how it will look if the last keyframe is on smooth. So say both of these keyframes are on smooth. Just look what's gonna happen. All right. See, it's a nice slow transition, and then boom, it just looks awkward. Okay. The way we avoid that is we keep the last keyframe always on this, always on like none, and then it goes to the next cut, and then the start of that cut is smooth, the end of it is none. Okay, hopefully you guys understand what I'm saying. It's gonna be hard. I don't know if I'm explaining this well, but hopefully you guys understand. Okay, over here we start with another shot. The same, you know, concept, or the same idea. Basically, put blend mode on smooth, switch that off. It blends easily. See? Not that hard to grasp. All right. Now we start another shot, maybe one from up here. Maybe one from up here where it like tilts the camera a bit. Wait, let's see. All right. Now then we put a keyframe there, and then it goes down like this. It goes down like this, and then boom. Boom. Alright, okay. And then we add smooth blending on, of course. Look at that. That looks pretty. That looks pretty. Alright. Let's just extend all of these B-roll shots a bit. You can just extend it by like dragging and making the space a bit longer. The camera angles are you can do that because all the camera angles stay the same. It just makes it longer, the smooth blending longer. So I want to space it out throughout this whole, you know, recording. So see, so that that extra at the end doesn't get wasted. That extra time at the end of the clip doesn't get wasted. So okay, we filled out this whole timeline. Okay, now we got B-roll shots. We're done. Press escape. Press enter to save the changes. Now we add another clip, which is, you know, Franklin getting on the bike. All right. We can get a nice slow walking shot of this guy. We put on handled cam, shake intensity on 3. Don't put blend mode on yet. Okay, let's add, I think it was on Inferno, and the Inferno was like on 20%, I think. 20%. I think contrast was down a bit, brightness was also down a bit, and vignette was something like that, I guess. I don't know, it's a tutorial, I'm not being too specific here, I'm just trying to, you know, show you guys the ropes and how it works. Alright, now we got a shot of Franklin, you know. Let's just get a slow walking shot of this dude. Okay, let's just cut out that part where he runs by dragging this keyframe across. See now. Okay, so we want a shot of him walking and the bike is still in the shot. So something like that, maybe. Okay, and we want that to be in slow-mo, so it's more, you know, dramatic. See, it looks much more dramatic if it's like 50% speed. Alright, now we just use zoom the lens a bit, and then we add Smooth blending. Look at that. That looks good. That looks good. That looks great. That looks great. Now, let's just drag the keyframe up here and then add another marker. Now this marker is going to be the shot where he gets on the bike. So we could like do it from this angle over here maybe. Okay, we can start here. Wait, okay, let's see. All right. So this is going to be a long shot. Maybe goes around here. So then, and then we add smooth blending to this one, and then boom. Okay, and if we want to add bars to the video, we're gonna have to zoom out a bit more. You know, the cinematic bars. Okay, so we got this slow walk up shot. Getting on the bike shot. Sick. And then we don't have to get a shot of him driving away, because I'm too lazy. I just want to get, you know, the simple basics across with you guys. Now rolling shots. You always want to have a shot where the vehicle is like in a straight line, or if it's steering smoothly. You never want these twitchy, you know, that twitchy steering, you know, that you get on PC. Unless you have a controller, you can do smooth steering, but I have a keyboard, so I can't do smooth steering unless I use my mouse. But on a bike, you can't use smooth steering that well with a mouse. So yeah, so this is where he rides in a straight line. Now we use the same filter as all the other clips. Okay, free camera. We add some sort of, I think adding let's say like a ground vibration, a rolling shot, can make it look much more immersive. Just lower down the intensity, make it like a subtle shake, you know? Okay, and then maybe add like a shot of the bike like this. Now this is where you make it your own. You're gonna have, like, if you ever want to improve in making a video, you gotta love like cinematography and whatnot, like angle, like shots and whatnot. Just look at some nice edits you really like and try to imitate that. Okay, so you know that at the start of Tron Legacy, you know, the Tron movie, it's a guy riding that bike. I'm gonna try and imitate that like those shots. All right, so let's see. Let's do move with target, this player, mount type, let's make it rigid, so it looks like it's a mounted camera. It gives that mounted camera effect. Move with player, look at target, wait, let's just look at none, so then we can still, okay, now I think maybe now a zoomed out lens might be better for this shot, because see, we want that, you know, that field of view of him driving. Okay, we can just move on a bit here. We can cut that out in like video editing and whatnot. And the thing is, if you have like a shot that's not perfect, it's okay, because you can, like, you know, you can take it out with like video editing magic. It's not a big deal. Now we go on cameras. Now we add another shot, maybe one of the wheel right here, maybe. Mount type rigid. And then maybe like then we ended off with like a slow-mo shot with the sun, you know, rigid mount, so and then Speed we put on 50. You know, you can just copy these settings of this keyframe if you want. Alright, speed is on 50. Okay, I think maybe for that shot, a rigid mount might not be the best. Let's just keep it like this. So it's sort of, then it seems like it's a car filming him, car driving next to him filming this clip. Alright, so let's just go through. Okay, we got a shot here from above. Oh, this is not a rigid mount actually. Let's see. Yeah, the mount type is flexible. That's why it doesn't look that nice. Rigid. So it looks like there's a camera like held against him, or there's like some sort of like, yeah. See? And then we got a slow-mo shot. Perfect. Now that's all the clips we got. If you edited it already, now we can export it, put it on 60 frames per second bitrate on high, and then we export that baby, and then name it like Franklin bike. Alright, then we export it. Okay, so one thing is, you see that the watermark up top? Simple way to get rid of that is you add a very short, like 3-second clip you recorded in front of the whole project, and then in the video editing software you can just cut that clip off, so then it doesn't show the watermark. But we're adding black bars here, so it's gonna cover the watermark anyway. Okay, it's done rendering. Now this is where you're gonna have to do your own homework and try to get a video editing software you like, you're comfortable with. The video editing software I use is Sony Vegas. I like the video editing software. I've been using it for years now. It's what I've grown up with. This is what I'm used to. So I'm very comfortable within the video editing software to a point where I can make insane ass edits. So now we're in the video editing software. You're gonna have to look for the clip that you've rendered. I'll maybe link a video below on showing you how to find the clip you've rendered, but you're gonna have to find out by yourself, man. So I can't explain everything to you. I'm just here to show you how to make the video, not to find everything. So okay, we got the clip here. I'm dragging it into my video editing software. So I'm just gonna explain to you simple concepts that will apply to any video editing software. Just simple basic video cutting. Alright, so let's just add another track to the video on top so that we can add the black bars for that cinematic look. You can just find a PNG and just put it over, you know. Okay, I got black bars over that. Alright, now the thing with a nice good edit is you gotta find nice music. So I already have like a folder with a bunch of like you know, instrumentals and whatnot, so I'm just gonna choose the most like basic instrumental or whatnot. Okay, I found an instrumental, so I'm gonna just be using that. Let's just hear it. Okay, this is a good instrumental. So right there, that's where I'm gonna get the shots of him going on the bike. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut the video. You see these, you know, the volume, let's say peaks. You're gonna have to match the clips to the beat so that it looks smooth, you know, so that it's pleasing to the eye. So what you're gonna have to do is okay, alright, let's add a cut there. I'm just looking at the volume peaks here, so I'm just gonna add a cut at all these peaks here. Now I can just cut that out. I can just remove that. See, then it just fast forwards to, oh yes. See, okay, we had enough of that B-roll clip. Now we can move on to the next one. Where does that one start? We can just like, Okay, it starts here. Cut that. Move that. And then we got the next shot. Okay, yeah. Then we cut that off. And then fast forward to the next shot. Okay, it's the next shot there. We cut that excess clippage off. And then right there at that whoosh, we're gonna add the clip of him walking to the bike. There we go. All right. See, now it's gonna look like this. Okay. And when the percussion gets added, it's gonna be a shot of him getting on the bike. All right, yeah, it's gonna cut to that. All right. Actually, I think we can just cut to him driving. See, that's the fun thing about video editing. Sometimes not everything goes as planned. So we can just scrap this whole clip since we don't need it, since the song doesn't require that scene. You gotta edit according to the song, not according to the clips you have. Sometimes you'll have excess clips. That's not always a bad thing, because maybe you want to change the song and then you have more than enough clips to work with. The key to, making clips is you want to have more than enough clips to work with so that you can cut it to any song you want, because some songs need more cuts. Some other songs need like less cuts because it's a slower beat. Maybe you want slower pans, more like longer shots, but this one is a bit like simpler, so it just cuts fast. Right at the percussion, there's a shot of him driving. Right. See right there? You're the bass. You're the bass shift there. Alright, see? Right at that bass shift, we just cut it to the last clip. Alright, now then we just let it fade out. Alright, see, now that's a simple video I made. A video showcasing a vehicle. One last thing. Sometimes it's best to just, mute the volume of the Rockstar Editor clip, so it's just the music. Alright, so just extra things to add on, as I wait for this video to render. You're gonna have to have somewhat of prior video editing knowledge, or if you're completely new to video editing, I would suggest you look at a simple tutorial on cutting videos, just simple cutting, Once you master, cutting videos, add it, syncing them up to songs, audio cues and whatnot, then you got the basics, established for video editing, because you got to be able to walk before you can run, and this is me teaching you guys how to walk. All right, this is just simple cuts, nothing added, just a bunch of clips, cut it together with a song track. That's as simple as it gets. But I will maybe in the future make an advanced tutorial adding sound effects, cool transitions and whatnot, cinematography, this is just a simple tutorial on just to get the basics, get the basics right. Once you get the basics right, then you can move on to, making better videos. But if you want to get better at editing videos, I would suggest you make a bunch of basic edits like this until you're comfortable with doing it, until you can do it like with your eyes closed, and so that it just becomes second nature. You want this to be second nature, just the simple cutting and syncing towards syncing with the song. Okay, so the video is done rendered, and I can show you guys the clip. I can show you guys the video. So here it goes.